Welcome to LP Financial Services. Free membership is available at www.fxreturn.com.
Hello and welcome to the LP Financial Services Market Quick View Report for the Swiss franc Japanese yen for Wednesday, August 6, 2008. It's 19:30 GMT, 3:38 p.m. on Wall Street. And let's take a look. We got the Swiss franc trading in the background at 106. When we scroll down and we take a look at the support and resistance numbers today, for the Swiss franc, we're currently trading 106.02. We got our next big resistance at 107.17. Support moves up to 105.24 with 103.60 beneath it. We are in the better part of the retracement now that we've spoke about. If we look at the daily charts, we've had these retracement numbers in since our lows in March, and we are finally approaching them. The dollar Swiss is yet to reach its first retracement level at 107.59, currently trading 106, but the MACD is still building to the upside, and the stochastics have yet to pull back through the 80 line like they did here, and like they did here, and like they did here to show me any weakness. So right now you have to assume that the market may be shooting for this 107.59. This dollar Swiss has the most room to go. When we look at the dollar yen, we see that it is retraced up through its first retracement level, and now it's pushing its second retracement level, which we are anticipating at 109.83. Take a look at the MACD. It's still trading above the trigger here. The stochastics are trading above the 80 level, not below. We have broken through, but we've yet to come back through. When we come back through and becomes a little overbought, you see we can pull back a little bit when we come through the 80 line. But in this case, we are not through the 80 line yet, so we're shooting 109.83. When we look at the dollar Canadian, we see 104.74. We are just at the 50% retracement level. But both dollar Canadian and both dollar yen both hit their 50% retracement levels of their daily down waves at the same day within hours of each other. We've yet to get there, 109.83, and so we look at the Swiss franc, we see we're still fighting for this 38.2. It tells me the Swiss franc is still the strongest of the three, of the trio, but it also says that the dollar Swiss may have the most room to move to the upside. Now, we are yet to be fully overextended now. When we look at the 4 hours, when we take a look at the 4-hour charts in the dollar Swiss, we can see that we are still trading above the trigger, and we're about to come back through the 80 line. So support's going to move up to 105.24, and you can see our next level. When we look at dollar yen, we're at 109.57. When we look at the levels, we can see that the dollar yen, the support moves to 108.63 with 107.45 beneath it. Resistance moves up to the 109.84 level. So we're at the 50% retracement, and we are also right on that retracement level for the dollar Canadian at 104.72. Resistance 104.72. We're trading 104.74. So if this breaks and we can get above this, we're at a resistance level. So let's not, this could hold us back a little bit here. But 103.26 moves up to our support. If we do break the 104.72, I believe we shoot for 107.56. And 104.72 will change to our next support. So that's been the outlook. We've been bullish on the dollar. If you check our research, we've been following this along. We anticipated this move on this break in dollar Canadian, thought dollar yen would follow suit as Canadian was leaving the way, and dollar Swiss also. So it's been very good for the dollar lately. We're still fighting. Now, when we look at the news that could affect us for the rest of the coming week, we go to our LP Financial Services website. We've got later today New Zealand employment change figures coming out at 22:45 GMT, followed up by 1:30 GMT tomorrow morning, Aussie employment change. We have a TON, trade on news plan, for both of those events for our auto trading software, but we're mainly concerned with tomorrow's big 3-star news at 1100 GMT, and followed up at 11:45 GMT. We got the official bank rate out of the UK. We have no change. They're forecast 5% to leave it unchanged. Same with the Eurozone, 4.25%. They're going to leave it unchanged. We've got a TON trade on news plan for both of those events. And then as we round out the week, we move to Friday, and we are able to see that we have the Canadian figures coming out at 1100 GMT. The Canadian unemployment rate, 3 stars, high impact, looking for 5,000 employment change to the positive from 5,000 negative. So it's a big differential there, and we do have a TON, trade on news plan, for that. So for Wednesday, August 6th, this has been our LP Financial Services Market Quick View report for the dollar Swiss, dollar yen, dollar Canadian. Be sure to check the website at fxreturn.com to follow along with all of our news trading plans, our LP intraday and swing trading signals, and later today for our New Zealand employment figures at 22:45. And I will see you then. Thanks for following along today. Bye-bye.